Lou Hamilton of Audible Elegance. My store is located in Cincinnati, Ohio, a couple doors north of the original Montgomery Inn and across the street from Montgomery Cyclery. We have a website, audibleelegance.com. We have several sections on there, including a new and used store. So if there's not a servicing dealer in your area and there's products that you would like to own and we can help out, please take a look. We'd be happy to sell to you. If you have a servicing dealer of those products in your area, please support them. We like independent dealers, and the more dealers there are, actually the healthier our industry is. We do work on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And so tootle over there and see what we're up to on that point. I wanted to address one of the common terms I hear used about some audiophile products, affectionately referred to as tweaks, I suppose. And what's applied to them is the concept called snake oil. Actually, I've seen snake oil applied to cables, interconnects, speaker cables, you name it, whatever widget, it's snake oil. Well, the problem with that concept is that it simply dismisses anything and everything about the product, and in total disregard of whether you can perceive the difference or not. And if you can't perceive the difference in the product, then you're certainly best not to buy it. But to call it snake oil because someone else can perceive the difference is, I think, out of balance. Certain people can see things, other people cannot. Certain people can hear things, other people cannot. The fact that you cannot see or hear what they do does not make that sense snake oil. The other aspect of snake oil is that not every widget out there works in every situation. We try to be very careful at Audible Elegance about offering these aftermarket widgets based upon the fact that they're fairly consistent in results. And I'll give you a fine example of what happened many years ago at our store. We had a brilliant customer. As a matter of fact, he was responsible for many of the patents used by Procter & Gamble, including the invention of Pampers. And one day, Ken came into the store and said, I've got this great device that you really should have in your store, and I'd like to show it to you. So we let Ken use our theater, major theater, to set it up and do some evaluations so he could do a presentation of why I should sell this widget. The widget wasn't cheap. It was $2,000. Well, Ken was in the room for 3 hours. And when he came out, he was scratching his head. And he said, I don't understand. And we asked him, what don't you understand, Ken? He goes, because it doesn't work here. It works at his house. He's a brilliant person. And it may work at others. What made the difference is that the quality of the electric and the isolation transformers that we use, along with an oversized transformer out our store, addressed all of the issues that this device was assisting him at home, because he didn't have all of those advantages. It didn't make that product snake oil. It made that product unnecessary in the application that he was attempting to use it in. Other devices that came along were the CD highlighters. You put around the edge this green stripe. People call those snake oil. They did work. They still do work, as a matter of fact. I don't consider them snake oil. There are different contact enhancers out there. For some people, make a difference. For others, they do not. And so the list goes on and on. But unless something is just completely foolhardy and doesn't work at all under any application, it's not snake oil. It may be inappropriate or unnecessary, but it's not snake oil. And so that's what makes our hobby very interesting, because there are people who come up with things as they think about it and address a problem that they are experiencing, and it might in fact be something that is marketable, and they'll give it a try. I have one customer who was dedicated to taking tennis balls and slicing them in half and wedging them between the faceplate and the transformers of audio research power amplifiers, trying to reduce vibration on the tubes. For him, it worked. For me, I don't really use tennis balls that way, but for him, it worked. Would I call it snake oil? No, it's something that worked. And so I don't look at anything as snake oil per se. I'll give it a try. If I can't get it to perform, then I may ask the manufacturer, okay, this is what I've done. Why isn't it doing something for me? And they'll let me know. And sometimes I'm doing it inappropriately, and they'll let me know that as well, which is sometimes why I worry about, drifting off subject a little, about some of the reviews that I read about products, because I really wonder if they took the time to reach out to the manufacturer or invite them to the setup to help them understand why they're getting the results that they are, or not getting the results. So people can use the term snake oil, but it's brandishing a term very, very loosely. It's mythology at best, as far as I'm concerned. So that's my take on snake oil. Let people enjoy the hobby. They may come up with some brilliant things. I've seen it happen. And there we are. Thank you.